Hello dancers, my name is Miss Lauren and I'm the owner of Music in Motion Dance Studio in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Today we're going to move on from our jazz warm-up video and we're going to go into some traveling steps that go across the floor. To perform a jazz walk, we're going to move from side to side. Let's go over to the side. A jazz walk is a fancy walk that happens a little bit on the tips of your toes. So pretend like that you have on a pair of your mom's small high-heeled shoes. We're going to add a little shoulder, a little rib, and a little hip. Remember when we did our shoulder isolations, rib isolations, and hip isolations. Putting those three together helps us practice our sassy Broadway jazz walks. First things first, face your audience. Your box from shoulder to shoulder and hip to hip should be a perfect square that always faces the front with a smile. Let's put both of our hands on our hips and practice just our feet first. We're going to step to the side, drag your toe just a little bit on the ground before you cross it in front. Step to the side, little drag, cross front. Step to the side, little drag, cross front. We're going to repeat that walk across in the same direction for as far as you have. I have about 3 or 4 steps across my room. Let's give it a try. There's 3 important parts. Sideways, drag, then cross. Here we go. 5, 6, ready, and side, drag, cross, side, drag, cross, side, drag, cross. Good job, dancers. Let's try that basic step going the opposite direction. Here we go. Side, drag, cross, side, drag, cross, side, drag, cross. Now it's time to add in a little bit of our style for the jazz walk. The first stylistic thing we're going to do is leave one hand on our hip and our same drag hand is reaching down. So if I'm walking to the right, my left hand is down. I'm going to have some fancy fingers as if I was showing off a beautiful manicure. Let's bend our knees. Our next stylish move that we're going to do is we're going to add our hip into the first step. So when I do my first step, I'm going to stick my hip out in the same direction that I'm going. So I have my hands and my hip. It's going to look like this. Hip, drag, cross. Hip, drag, cross. The last and third stylistic move that we're going to add to the jazz walk is our shoulder. So your hip, shoulder, and hand are all showing off those Broadway moves. Step side with your hip, also put your shoulder front, and cross. Hip side, shoulder, and cross. Hip side, shoulder, and cross. Other side, I'm walking left, my left hand's on my hip, my opposite hand is showing off my manicure. Hip and cross, hip and cross, hip, shoulder, and step. I love a good jazz walk, so find your favorite song, make sure that you find the beat, or speed it up, or go double time, and then you can dance and show off your moves to the music. Let's try it one last time. Ready, here we go.